Hi, welcome back to RJ and CJ's RV Adventures. This is going to be a more information video on how to do things if you're a veteran or a disabled veteran while living on the road full time. I was in the Army for 9 years, became disabled 100%. Once I hit retirement, we hit the road, my wife and I, my 2 dogs. It can be done. I'm doing it, and any veteran can do it. So let's start with mail. Mail is very important for a veteran because we get letters from VA all the time for different reasons. So before you hit the road, get a mail forwarding address and a mail forwarding service and give that address to VA. So for my mail forwarding service, I'll call them if I get something I need open. They'll either read it to me over the phone to kind of give me a brief explanation of what it is. If I need it scanned, they'll scan it and email it to me. Or if I want, I can have them send me a hard copy to wherever I may be. So that's one way of doing it. On that subject of getting things, medication is very important. So, same philosophy, a little bit of difference though. Give the pharmacy or whatever VA hospital you're at your mail forwarding service, and they'll mail you your medication to you. Or a quicker route is if you're an RV resort for a while, say you're camp hosting or you belong to a different program, you can stay there for 2-3 weeks, or the case may be. You can give VA or the pharmacy of VA, whatever hospital you're at, that temporary address, let them know it's temporary, and they'll send your medication right to the RV resort. Like my wife and I, she's camp hosting, so we're at an RV resort for a few more months, at least 2 more months. So anything I need medication wise, I just have them send that to here. Same thing with my insulin. I'm a diabetic. They usually will ship that next day air or next day freight or whatever, and I have it. It's still cold when I get it, so it can be done. Let's say you're somewhere camp hosting, or you're at a campground somewhere for a long time, for a season or whatever, and you don't have an address you can give them at the campground. So what I do is I'll get a P.O. box to wherever we're at and give the pharmacy the P.O. box number and the address as a temporary address. And then once again, they'll send my medication to the post office and I'll just go pick it up. I have something called informed delivery through the USPS, United States Postal Service. So every morning if I have mail, I'll get an email in my mailbox saying that I have mail and a scan of it. Or if I have a package, they won't scan that, but letters and stuff they scan. So before I even go to the post office, I know what I have in my mailbox. That's called the informed delivery of USPS. I'll include a link to that down below, along with some other links that I use for VA, which I'll explain a little bit later in the video. Another important part of this is checkups. How do you get a checkup while you're on the road? If you just do it over the phone, VA really doesn't count that for your medical history or your records. But if you do a video conference with your doctor over the phone or laptop or tablet, VA will count that as an in-person visit to your doctor. Same with psychiatry help. So the VA clinic, at least that I go to, has a app. They send me a link right before my appointment. I click on the link and bam, there's the nurse, and a little bit later the doctor comes on. So that's how I do my checkups or my appointments with my doctor. The only drawback is that you can't get labs done. You really can't be physically seen, but it works. Especially if you want to live on the road full time. It's better than nothing. The way labs work is the way I'm doing it. Is we have to go back to our home state once a year to renew our tags. So VA usually does a 6-month lab or a year lab. My doctor agreed to do a year lab. So every year, before we travel from the north, head down to the south, work camp down here. And then when we head back to the north, we'll cut through to our home state. A couple days before I get there, I'll tell the doctor that I'm in town. He'll get me in real quick, get my labs done, and that's it. They'll email my results or call me with my results. So that's how I get labs done. Psychiatry help. I have PTSD pretty bad. I talked to my psychiatrist in a video conference, and all my meds get sent to VA, the VA hospital where I'm from, and they just mail that all to me. Whatever address I give them, either a PO box or mail forwarding or our resort address where you're at. That's it. That's how you do it. It's not hard. I thought it was going to be hard. My wife looked into this going full time for a while before I came on board, and my hesitation was, how do I get my medication, how do I get my mail, and how do I see my doctor? Once I figured all that out, there was no question. We hit the road, and that's it. We were gone. Bought a truck and camper, sold everything we had, and hit the road. A couple websites you can go to: va.gov, which is their big main website. There's a website called eBenefits. I highly recommend eBenefits. Let's say you're on the road and you need some financial help, or you buy a new camper or a vehicle, and they need proof of income. Well, on eBenefits website, you can actually print out your rating and how much you get paid every month. And when you print it out, at the top of the letterhead is the official VA address. So that way they know it's legit, and there's your proof of income. There's other things on there you can do, but the most important one is getting documentation. There's another thing you can get from there is I don't know what it's called, but it's a pass to get into commissaries and other places on military bases. It basically tells them that you're a 100% disabled vet, and this letter allows you access to PXs and commissaries on the base or a post. So if you're near one of those, you want to go grocery shopping or check out the PX, take that letter with you, show the guy at the door your letter, and they'll let you in. And you can print that right from eBenefits too. The other one I use is My Healthy Vet. That one you can look at your medical records, you can look at your labs, you can make doctor's appointments, you can cancel doctor's appointments, you can order medication, all kinds of stuff. It is very, very good for a veteran to use. It's called eBenefits. I'll post all these links down below if you want to check them out. It works. There might be a few little hiccups here and there, but so far everything's been good on my end, VA's end. There's a lot of veterans on the road that I know of, and when I was looking into this, I was trying to find help with other veterans on the road. But like me, they were asking questions too. So I figured I'd do a video on it and share it with you guys. That way, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll do the research for you and find your answer. Having PTSD, I find it beneficial to be on the road instead of being in a house. And well, I'm retired, so I don't worry, but it helps me. I sleep a little bit better sometimes. Peace and quiet. It depends on what your ailments are or what's wrong with you, but this has been a little bit of a help for me dealing with my PTSD. So there's that too from being on the road. There's a lot of useful information about PTSD online, about veterans and stuff. Also on va.gov, there's information on PTSD there. So there's a lot of resources out there to use. You just got to find them. But like I said, I'll throw the links down below to what I use. You can do it. Any veteran can do it. Single, spouse, dog, cat, goldfish, whatever you got. Hit the road. You won't regret it. You just got to take that leap and do it. That was kind of a scary part too, being disabled. Can I do this stuff? You know, what needs to be done with the camper and hooking up the trailer and all that. But for me, it's a little easier because I have my wife to help me. But if you're by yourself, there might be some challenges there. But all I can say is hit the road and go. See the country. Enjoy the freedom. It's a dream. That curtain back here says, a simple life. You can't get much simpler than this. So if you have any comments or questions or concerns, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. If there's something I missed in the video, which is very possible, and you need some research done on that, let me know, and I'll do the research for you. I might know the answer, I might not. It just depends. I'll make some more videos on how-tos and stuff like that for veterans later down the road. But this is just more of an informational video. I want to get the word out to let veterans know that are thinking or are on the road on how to do things, and it can be done. I encourage you, like I said before, hit the road. Just do it. So, thank you. Enjoy your day. And be free.